How is everyone doing today? Hi Sliv, hey Metal, hey Fungi. I thought you weren't gonna play Doom yesterday. Well. So, we're gonna do some more work on Emperor's Children today. Naturally. Oh, did you not end up streaming yesterday? That's a shame. How is everyone doing? I'm excited to do some more Emperor's Children work. It's a good time. They're fun models to paint. They are fun models to paint, chat. So, I really wasn't sure what I wanted to paint. I know on Discord a lot of people... EA linking to Steam was pain. It took 2 hours. Oh god. Really? My word. That's ridiculous. So, if you're voting on the poll, and you don't know what everything is. So the Noise Marines are these guys back here. With the big old guns. No, I've not received any notification about it being so much as shipped. Let me have a look at Throne Fungi. So... yeah. So, surprise gifts. Orders. It says it's been ordered. So that's more progress than it was yesterday. So I checked on yesterday's stream and it wasn't even ordered. So yay. But it says it was ordered on the 18th. So yeah, I don't know what to say about that. Did Amazon scam you? They shouldn't have. It could be that it wasn't in stock. Maybe. No, they've got it. I don't know why it's not I don't know why it's not been shipped yet. That's really weird. It might be worth it might be. It says that they've ordered it, so I don't know. Usually, if there's like an issue with payment, Throne will send me a message, but they've not sent anything to me. If you want, I'll try and get in touch with them. I will try and get in touch with them and be like, oi, 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 do the thing. Well. But yeah, what do you guys think we should paint? So currently the vote is tied. I know last week we painted a bunch of Noise Marines. We've not really made any progress on them off stream, so they're kind of in the same spot they were. There's going to be a lot of painting during the subathon at the end of the week, by the way. Like, a lot of painting. I'm going to get through so many fucking Emperor's Children, you won't believe. So the Lord Excellent is this guy. Well, Lord Exultant, but I call him the Lord Excellent because... he's cool. He has a whip and a pointy stick. He's very cool. No, the sub... Hey, Hellbatch, thank you for the luck. No, it's not going to be a 24-hour stream. It's going to be... There's going to be a set amount of time. So I'm going to start it with 24 hours on the clock. And then, anytime someone gives a donation or a sub, or does a subscription, it adds to the timer. So I think the longest subathon I've ever done has been like 3 weeks. Yeah, no, that's the longest I've ever done a subathon for. It was a very long time. And then the infractors, which are the other thing you've voted, are all these guys back here. There's lots of them. They all have knives. Yeah, Throne gifts are going to count. They will add to the timer. I have to add the time manually, but they're going to count. But yeah. Okay, looks like no one's voting for Noise Marines, which is fine, because we did those last week. But yeah, if it's tied with the Infractors and the Lord Excellent, what I might do, because I prepped all these miniatures before, I primed them in Colorforge Steelforge Silver, and then and then what I did was I sprayed them with the airbrush with Vallejo Silver to brighten them up. And then I recess shade them, did them all with Null Oil, so you can see that they're quite well defined, I think. And then I did another top-down airbrush with Vallejo Silver just to brighten them back up. I think it looks quite good. They're quite striking, just even though, like, I feel like you can see all the details pretty much on them with this, and you get a nice color gradient. But since the vote is tied, I will just do a little bit of both. I say a little bit of both. There's only one guy here. There's only one Lord Excellent, but the Lord Excellent has a cool cloak, and he's a very cool model, and I kind of want to paint him. I want to paint him because he's just very cool. He's just very cool, chat. I do need to make sure I've got my lighting sorted out though, because sometimes it's a little bit hard to get the right lighting with this camera.
If you guys have a prime, slap that prime on the table like a big fucking cock. Show everybody that you have a big fucking dick today and slap that prime on the fucking table right now.
Maeve, hello. 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 Also, you heard Iron Mouse chat. Actually, don't. Save it for Sunday. Save it for Sunday, then give me all of the subscriptions to make the time go off. I've got like a week off work, so if it gets to the point where I actually have to go to work, I'll figure out a way. I'll figure out a way, chat. Trust me. We've done it before. We've worked during a subathon when we run out of holiday time. We'll figure it out. Nasco. Hi. Fuck, why is it I can't get the focus quite right? It's just, I keep annoying myself, chat. Call in sick? No. I can't afford to call in sick. I can't do that right now. I've been genuinely ill earlier in the year, and it's like they've gotten to the point like a couple of times, and it's like I work for a company, and it's like if you're 3 times ill, you have to deal with HR. You're 3 times ill in 6 months, you have to deal with HR, and HR very much is all about enforcing the company policy. Which I get they're just doing their jobs, but it's a bit, I can't afford another sick, otherwise I'll lose my job. Yeah, lol. Maeve, I will give you a bean. God forbid people are sick. Yeah, but I can't just use sick leave to skive off. That's how big companies are. They don't let you take sick leave if they don't have to. Wouldn't it be great if like I could stream full time, chat? Wouldn't it be great if this is my job? Then I wouldn't have a pile of shame. I'd just keep getting more and more models and shit. Speaking of which, the top donator and the top gift sub can both pick a sub gifter can both pick a Combat Patrol from Combat Patrol magazine, and I'll paint it up for them on stream and post it when I've finished. It'll be it'll be the project I do after why is my tracking died? It'll be the project I do after I finish up all the Emperor's Children. But yeah. So that should be fun. That should be fun. Is that a good focus? Won't shipping be crazy? I don't know. It depends on where I have to ship it to. But I mean, they don't have to accept it. Like, they don't have to accept it. But like, I don't know. I've been trying to think of incentives, and it's like, well, this is the easiest thing I can do. I could just post them the things if they'd rather paint it themselves. Lol. That is also an option. But I like the idea of it being like a thing I can kind of do as content, and also like give something back to the community. Because it's been nice seeing so many people like start to get into Warhammer through the streams, you know? Okay, so we're going to mix our magic purple ink mixture, the best ink and the best purple in the world. also known as the secret sauce. The secret sauce, chat. Assuming, for some reason, I've closed this bottle top too tightly. No, it's fine now. The secret sauce. 1 drop. And then medium. So we're going to start out by doing the armor purple, because it's the most important thing. One, two, three. It's a nice little mixture, honestly. It barely like takes anything, and it gives you enough to like more or less do the whole model. So I think what I want to do is it's not just this body, by the way. We're gonna have some other bits as well. The one thing I want to do is kind of make this guy look a little bit like Fulgrim. So we found a head that I think works quite well. It's from a Stormcast Eternal. It's got long hair. And I figure we'll just do this guy's... This is the guy's head. And then we've got the cloak and the emblem and his shoulder pad and all that stuff back here. I'm thinking I'll do these in burgundy. Make them really stand out. You know? Just do them in a way that no one else in our army is going to look. I think it'll be a good shout. I think it'll be a good shout. I think it'll be a good look. Because I want to make him look a little bit like a mini Fulgrim. I think so, because we go with the classic Emperor's Children purple. I think he's got a red cloak in the official artwork. Yeah, he's got a red cloak. So that should help him stand out quite a bit. I think. We're just going to mix up our mixture, which we're doing in our palette, and then we'll get started. I don't want to do this. I mean, I guess it's just kind of simple to just go in. What I quite like about using these custom ink mixtures is that you don't have to be super neat about it at this stage. You have to kind of go through and fill in the armor panels bit by bit. And it's such a nice purple. We might need to go in where it crosses over, where we cross over, say, bits where we know we're going to want green for the cabling and stuff. For all the combat elixirs. We'll need to go in over that again, but that's okay. We're just using a pretty normal layer brush by Citadel, which is a brush we got for free in Combat Patrol magazine. Going over the gold bits isn't a big deal because we're going to go over that later. But going over the silver bits means we'll have to redo it again. Make sure we get his nipple armor because this is like this model has like nipple armor, but he's also got a piercing on the nipple armor, which is such a weird detail. What paint is this? This is a custom mixture of Liquitex dioxazine purple ink with contrast medium. Because I couldn't quite find the right purple. It's painted over metallic paint. Because I think it's the only way to get like this is. I don't know if this is the perfect purple, but I think it's it's my favorite purple I've used for doing the Emperor's Children I think it's the best kind of like, yeah. I think it's the best kind of mixture for doing a metallic purple I've found. I could be wrong though. There could be better ones that'll do this sort of like imperial purple kind of look. But if there are better paints, I've looked at a lot of different purples from a lot of different companies, because I spent some time practicing using kill teams to try and figure out the Emperor's Children and how I wanted to do them ahead of the release. And this is the kind of like perfect one. You could get something similar with very thinned down Leviathan purple, I think. Maybe. It's the closest like speed paint contrast, transparent like acrylic paint I've found to this. But I feel like you don't get the same metallic shine with contrast paints, which is weird because usually they're really good at it, but not the purples. Luxium purple is also kind of close, but it's not quite the same. Not quite the same. To me, at least. And I just feel like this is just a little bit richer because it's made using raw pigment. No, like, weird extra shit. It's just pigment and medium. I think it works really well. Especially because of all the pre-shading we've done beforehand. It just works because you can kind of just go over it with just one coat. But we use the same pre-shading methods for this as we did the Noise Marines in the background. And I think it works quite well. So we've actually done the cloak also in a metallic color because I kind of wanted it to look like it's all kind of silky. And I think metallic silver is the only kind of thing that really gets that kind of silky sheen. Everything else just doesn't quite do the right job, in my opinion. Missed a spot there. Okay. I really like this purple. It's just such a nice, rich color. We're going to try and do some highlights with it later, though. I'm going to try and mix it with some silver ink and try and do some lighter highlights. And then we're also going to use some magenta ink to kind of do some recess shading on it, I think, once it's dry. But it's quite shiny and it catches the light really well, so I'm not sure how much we need to do. But I kind of want to do a little bit extra on this guy compared to our regular battle line units, because he is the leader and he's a fantastic model, and I'd just like to, you know, just push him a little bit further than everyone else. I'm going to have to go over that in silver again. Okay, let's do the tassets and the belt. Deadfire! Hello. I love it every time you do paint miniatures, your model... My model just wants to leave the screen. Ah! Ah! Hang on. Let me move the camera a little bit. I don't mean to do it that way. I just can't help it. I just can't help it because of where my paint station is. I unfortunately can't, like, do everything at once. I probably don't need to... Oh, I just realized this probably is where the cloak attaches. Because I know it goes round and... yeah. Which probably explains why it's kind of flat. Because this bit is also flat. I don't know why I'm painting it. Because I know that... I definitely the cloak just covers that right up. Is Pink feeling better? Yeah, Pink's feeling better today. We just had a cuddle and a nice time being cozy together. Then she stayed up doing some work on stuff. That reminds me, I was going to send her videos to edit for me. But I forgot to do that before the stream. So I'll do it after the stream. She's probably going to be playing Monster Hunter later while I'm asleep because I've got work tomorrow. Also, exciting news, Twitch partner program for, sorry, not Twitch partner program, Darktide partner program update. We are getting drops specifically for the people in the partner program. So, if you want some fancy Psycho skin, that'll be coming. It'll be all purple and cool. I will give Punk patos. I give Punk many patos every day. Usually. Sometimes I forgo. But then the catos also demand patos. And then I remember. I'm gonna do the skin here in black on that weird leathery bit on his leg. Just because it's simple to do. It's simple to do, and we don't have to worry about many other things if we do it that way. I have to say, it's going to be nice getting to just focus on one miniature for a change. And just really getting to spend our time on getting it perfect. Because usually I try and batch paint. I know technically it was a tie vote, but I'll do some infractors later, maybe. If I have the time for it. I really just want to spend some time focusing on this guy, in all honesty. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I already have a fair bit to do on Wilds. I've not finished the base game. I'm excited for the update. I'm excited for the update. It looks cool. It looks like there's going to be some nice new things. I really love this purple. It's just such a nice color. That's annoying. I've gone over that bit of silver on the thing. To go over that again later. But that's fine. That's a problem for Tiger in about half an hour, I think. No, that's a lie. I'm going to do like all the other color first. God, I love this palette. It's such a nice paint, chat. Like, I'm so happy I decided to play around with inks for this. Level Hunter rank 44. So I need to get to Hunter rank 50 before the new event quest. I also need to do this week the event quests they just added not that long ago. I haven't done that yet. I really should. Maybe I'll pop into Pink's lobby if I've got time before... If I finish this guy and I've got time, then maybe I'll pop into Pink's lobby before bed and do some hunting. Maybe. But probably not. I know myself. I know how involved I get with my painting and how very much I like always end up going until like, oh god, it's time to go to bed. That kind of time. And it's not that I mean to do it, it's just... It's hard not to sometimes, you know? Because I just get so focused on what I'm doing. And I just kind of lose the plot a little bit. That's fine. That's just typical tiger behavior. How do I want to do this little devil face, chat? This little demon face? I feel like I should do it in gold. But it feels like it's a separate thing to this bit. So maybe I should have it in to the trim on the bottom. That's plenty of time to get to Hunter rank 50. Yeah. I need to do the event. I can't believe I didn't do the event quest like that was up yesterday. I always forget to do things like that. But it was cool getting to progress like the story as much as we did. I had a lot of fun. I had a ton of fun doing that. I had a ton of fun, and I'm just, yeah. You want to help on Wild, you're always around, when, if not at uni. We'll get there eventually, Fungi. We'll get there. I really appreciate all the help you guys have given. It's been huge, like in getting me ahead and getting me to the end. I think I'm a lot more confident in Wilds than I ever was in Rise and World. Because I don't feel like I'm being carried nearly as much. I feel like, yes, I can actually do the thing. Hell, the disconnect proved I could just do it on my own. That's never happened to me before, by the way. I've never just, like, killed... Like, not since the start of the Monster Hunter World tutorial. I've never actually gotten to kill something completely solo before. And we got disconnected from the party on that one hunt. And it was really good. It was really good. I did it all on my own. It was great. It's nice building that confidence in something you enjoy, you know? It's the same with painting lately. I'm starting to feel a lot more confident about how I paint things. Oh, maybe that should be in gold. Yeah, that might need to be in gold. That's fine. I'll go over that later. Okay. So, next on the agenda. We don't have to do any gold on the shoulder pad. I mean, any purple on the shoulder pad, but we do have to do some on the backpack. The cloak we'll do in red. We'll do that before we move, as the last thing before we move on to metallics. I think. So we'll do the backpack for now. The reason why I'm painting the backpack separately. The quest you keep failing yesterday, you soloed it. Really? Is it just because people weren't healing? Because I only died once, like, each of those times. Tempered Arkveld is kind of hard, though. But I do think that not everyone on the hunt was paying the most attention to their health, which I think is strange. Like, yeah. I was really frustrated at that last attempt, though, where it just, like, double killed 2 people. But still, it's a fun fight. I really like Arkveld. Just dodge that. Yeah. I mean, I always try and approach the harder bosses a bit like Dark, because they are kind of like Dark Souls bosses. Like, I started to realize I needed to be a lot more defensive back in World, which I think was when I switched to the Sword and Shield, when we were fighting what's his face, that big one that goes underground sometimes that can one-shot you if you're not careful. God, what was it called? It always picks fights with everything in the area as well. You used 50 healing powders. Oh god. I tried my best to heal, but yeah. Oh god, the focus isn't good there. No, I just need to hold it in a position. Chat, let me know. Yeah, no. That looks like a good spot to hold at. I do feel like maybe I should probably get a bit better gear before I do try Tempered Arkveld again, though. It's not that I think I need it, I just think it would make it a little bit easier. Maybe like a specific set for killing it, but I don't know what its attacks do. I'd like some Dragon Resist, I think. I don't like Dragon Blight. It's really annoying. Because it just feels like it nerfs all your damage. And I know that Sword and Shield isn't the highest damage weapon set in the game. At least I don't think it is. It doesn't feel like it is. But that's just because it doesn't do big bursty numbers like some of the bigger two-handed ones do. It doesn't attack quite as fast as... as dual blades either. I wonder if I should make, like, a link for, like, an Amazon basket kind of wish list kind of thing, so people can see what paints I use. Because a lot of people, everywhere I post, like, my Emperor's Children, people ask what kind of purple I use. And I just feel like I'm going to get that question a lot on videos sometime. Oh, there goes the bit. Well, that's fine. Okay. That's that bit done. I'll leave that on the table. Okay, what's next, chat? What is next? Actually, I think I know what's next. While I'm on purple, I think I want to just do a little Druchii Violet on the power spear. And then we'll do some green stuff. Where is my Druchii Violet? There it is. Just because I quite like Druchii Violet as like an accent for like doing the little power bits here. Do I want to do in green, chat? I worry I do too much purple, maybe. Chat, green or purple on the sword? Because I know there's going to be a bit of green here and there elsewhere, but like, I don't know. It'll be a different purple though. I think the fact that I'm thinking about doing it in green makes me think I should probably do it in green. I don't know. No, I'll do this at the end. I'll do this at the end, like really at the end. I'll do the greens for now. For which there are not many. There's a little bit, some little bits on the shoulder pad, and on the front bit of the cloak. How am I going to do these? Part of the problem. I should have put these on their own little cork stands before the stream, but I was foolish. But there's no reason I can't do that now. I just need to get a little bit of cork and a drill, and then I can just do it. Which I have both at hand. I'm just gonna... Purple is my trade color. That's true. It is literally my brand. But sometimes it's good to go with the opposite color, you know? Sometimes it's good to just go do something a little bit different. And it's nice to have some contrasting colors as well. I see quite a few monochromatic color schemes, and the monochromatic does work really well, I think. Oh no! Oh, I almost dropped my hex wrench for my drill. That would have been horrendous, chat. Absolutely horrendous. Okay. So if you were ever wondering how one creates these little cork stands, it's literally as simple as just getting a little. I use a little drill pen here, and I just put a little hole. And then the little bit of paperclip just goes... Wait, where's the hole? There it is. A little bit of paperclip just goes in. And it's super simple. And it holds in place really nicely. It's so useful when you're painting miniatures to do it this way, I think. Like, I've never done it before working on the Emperor's Children, but it just makes so much sense. Especially if you're worried that you might not necessarily have the right accents for everything. That's going to go in there. And the back bit of the cloak is going to go... Where did I put that hole? God, there it is. There it is. You can see this. The cloak is very shiny. It's going to look great in burgundy, I think. Oh, the balance on this one isn't great. I need to figure out how to make it so it stands up on its own. Oh god, that's too far. This is the only problem, is that sometimes it just doesn't quite balance perfectly. Anyway, another custom mixture. We're going to take Cthulhu fucking green blue shade, whatever it's called. I can't pronounce the name, chat. But it sounds like you need to be Cthulhu to actually say what it's called. I'm not playing League. I've never played League, and I don't want to play League. You can't make me. You can't make me, chat. It's not gonna happen. Okay, maybe if enough people ask for it, I'll put it at like the really high end. They're like the really high end on the subathon. Like the really, really high end. But don't expect it to be achieved. I'm just gonna get really ragey at people when I see them fuck up. That's how I am with MOBAs. And I don't want to be that person again. I used to be that person all the time when I was playing Heroes of the Storm. I don't like that side of me. It's the worst side of me. God, I love this screen. It's such a nice screen. I'm definitely going to need to thin it for it to work on the spear. That whole kind of buckle can just be done in gold, can it? No, that should be done in purple. I'm gonna do that in purple. I just realized it was the belt buckle. We'll do the Slaanesh icon in silver, in gold later. But first I want to get all the non-metallic colors done. Hey Kata-chan, how you doing? We are painting the Lord Exultant today. Okay, what's next? I need to do... I need to do the black bits and some grey bits. And then we're on to metallics again. Oh, another thing I should do is the fabric golds as well. The fabric golds would probably not be a bad shout to do right now, actually. That's not what I'm looking for. Where is the dunes? There is the dunes. Lord Excellent. Yes, the Lord Excellent. Also known as the Lord Exultant. I just feel like Lord Excellent is a good meme name for him. So he is forever going to be known as the Lord Excellent. Because imagine calling something by its actual name in Warhammer. No one ever does that. We'll do this, then we'll do the blacks, then we'll do the reds on the cloak. That could have gone horribly wrong. I knocked that over and it almost went in the pallet. How you doing, Katajan? What are you working on today? I'm painting off screen again because I'm a dummy. Ah! Stop knocking things over, Tygo. Stop. I know you're a creature of destruction, as all cats are, but stop. I really like Aragus dunes for like turning silver to gold. It's just a little bit brighter than snakebite leather, but it has very similar properties. Okay. Is there any more little tassely bits? No, none on here. I think I'll do the trim on this holster like this, though. I mean, I could do it in... No, because I'm going to do it in black, aren't I? We're painting Blood Angels, namely a Brutalis Dread and some Death Company. Ooh, it sounds like someone's gotten the old army set from last year. That army set did not sell well, I don't think. I mean, it's old, but like I think a lot of people didn't like it because it had a lot of intercessors. And like every Space Marine player has far too many intercessors as is. I think. Oh, I almost forgot something on the Lord Excellent. I almost forgot two things on the Lord Excellent. Oh my god. Okay, so first of all, I need to finish off this leg, because it is... Ah, you wish, but no. But so far you're missing Lamartis and some winged sanguiniuses to go with them. Oh no, I knocked something over. It's fine. It's just stuff under the desk. No one cares about that for now. And it's all in boxes, so it's fine. Okay, and there was something else I needed to do on this guy. What was I thinking I needed to do? Oh, I've just found another thing I need to do. Oh, but I've gone over that in purple. I don't think this is going to work. I think I'm going to have to go over it. We'll see. The purple splotch is almost certainly gonna tint the Oh, actually that covers up quite nicely. I didn't think that would do so well. Okay, I think we're doing the black next. Where's my Black Legion? Black Legion. Just paint the little holster on this power pack first. Chat, should we do the handle on the spear in black or in red? Because I'm thinking I can just do it in black, but I'm not sure if the handles would look better. I think the handles might look better in red. I think we're going to do it in red. Yeah, I'm going to do it in red. I think it'll look better. And we are going to be doing the cloak in red as well when we get to that stage, which is not going to be long from now, in all honesty. We'll do the cloak. We'll do the reds after. Yeah, I'm thinking handles in red. Yeah, yeah, that's going to look great. And we're just going to do this little bit of leather here in black. I'm not going to like picking out all these studs later, chat. But that's fine. There's no other way to paint them. It's just how it's got to be done. Before I paint the red, I should probably think about getting that face in a state that looks kind of reasonable enough to, like, getting a problem. So I want him to look pale. I want him to look like a mini Fulgrim. Is my overall plan. Your bad poster has caught up to you. What do you mean? What do you mean? What does that mean, fun guy? Did you post a silly? I do not understand. Okay. The face should be kind of simple for the most part. Oh, your bad posture. Oh no, are you having back problems? Oh no. I can empathize with that. Alas, it is. I don't want Dark Oath Flash. I want Gilliman Reichland Fleshade though. I think Reichland Fleshade and Seraphim Sapphire will do the job for getting this this color. And then maybe a Pallid Witch Flesh. Just as a highlight. Where is the paint I'm looking for? Hi, Haru. What's up, little cat? I have found the paint immediately. I'm just going to put this drill away because I don't need it anymore. You need to take care of yourself, fungi. You're a good being. Do a self-care. Straighten your back. Maybe speak to a doctor if it's causing you problems. It's important. It is important. You only have one back, and you cannot get another. Oh, I need to drink. I forget. Oh shit, I just realized. I think I've got a redeem from the start of the stream, which I completely forgot. Maeve, I'm so sorry. Let me get you your bean. Okay, so... the bean... shall go... yeah. Okay. Okay, so... I'm gonna leave that for a second. And we're gonna work on this little face, which I took from a Stormcast Eternal guy. The Night something something. It was one of their new models. I just saw the face and on the box art and thought, this is absolutely an Emperor's Children face. Because it's like, it's a pretty face, you know? It's a pretty face. Lol. The cat is harassing Pink. I can hear it from next door. Oh, silly Punk. You should know by now that you cannot escape the cat. The cat goes where the cat pleases. You wouldn't chair with one pillow on it. Use probably. Yeah, no, that's. You should get a proper chair. You should get a proper like office chair or something. Like I think office chairs are generally the best thing to get. If you're sitting on a desk for a long term. Actually, I might do the neck bit like it's a part of his bodysuit, the black carapace under it. But you know, I genuinely sometimes think like Reichland Fleshade just gets a very nice pale flesh tone without like any more really needing to be done with it. I think it dries a little bit paler than it goes on though, which honestly I think wouldn't be a bad shout for what I was looking for. Let me have a look and see if I can find my Pallid Witch Flesh. It just happens to be right here on the table. Why? I didn't even plan to use it. How messed up are you? Just a little bit. A highlight. We're just doing it quickly, just get the face basically done so I don't have to actually worry about doing it. So we're just wet blending that in. Very simple. I don't want to, like, I don't like painting faces because I'm not going to try and do the eyes, by the way. That's not happening. Because every time I do an eye, try and do eyes on a miniature, it just fucks the whole thing up. I think that'll do. I think that works. It's very simple. It gets the idea across. I have to do his crown, and then it'll fit right on, I think. Maybe, actually, there is something I can do for his eyes. Instead of doing the eyes in white, maybe I'll just do them in black. Like, I don't know. That's that really nice brush I was using last week, the really tiny one. If I just use a pip of black ink and then I just thin it down. Come on. Get out of the little container thing. I don't even know why I keep this container here. I don't need it for anything. Okay. Just a drop. The tiniest drop. Carbon. We're using carbon black here. I'm going to dilute it a little bit with some contrast medium. Because I know carbon black is a very strong pigment. And I don't want to risk overspill. We're just going to do the eyes in a teensy bit. And we're only using medium to make sure it flows just a little bit better. That's the main objective of using contrast medium. Because we just want to do the tiniest drop. We want barely any paint on the brush. We just want the tiniest little drop. Hey, Pato. How you doing? We just want the tiniest little drop. God, I hate this bit. But I didn't fuck it up that time. Let's hope I don't fuck it up again. Okay, I got exactly the result I wanted. It works. It works. Should I try and do the whites of the eyes, chat? I don't know that I want to try it. I don't think I've got the brush control for it. But I also like the idea that, like, being a member of the Emperor's Children, like, his eyes have just become, like, his pupils have dilated constantly to absorb as much light as possible. Because that's what Emperor's Children are like, really. It's a fairly common, mutation that they get. Okay. Okay, what's next? Basilicolum grey on the weapons. But not all of the weapons. And then we're going to do the cloak. And then after that, we're going to do the gold. Basilicolum grey is going to go on the whip. And the pistol. Just because I think it darkens it up kind of nicely without making it too dark. If that makes sense. It's like Null Oil Plus. It's just a slightly thicker Null Oil. Which I kind of have always liked about Basilicolum Grey. If you thin it down, it basically becomes a substitute for Null Oil. Because it has very similar properties. Yeah, we're going to do this handle in Burgundy. Smudge a little bit off because I think we got a bit too much on there. We're going to do the little pommely bit in gold later. No. No, we'll just leave it in silver. Sometimes it's nice to just use your fingers to smudge paint, I think. Okay. Now the final thing before we start moving on to metallics and going over stuff to see what we need to correct is going to be Sigvald Burgundy. Which is going to go on to three things technically. First of all, onto this. Now we've chosen Sigvald Burgundy as our accent, as an extra color for this. Firstly, because we want him to stand out as the leader of the army. So it helps to like add just a bit of an extra color in there, just to help him stand out, especially since they're so uniform. But I mean, there was a bit of me that wanted to originally do the Emperor's Children as unique, like everything was going to be a different color. But I think that was mostly because I couldn't find the perfect purple. Well, the purple I felt was the most perfect. But when I found this ink, I kind of just felt like, you know what? This is the right color. This is the color I want to paint. And partly that was because it really matched a lot of the art for the work for the Emperor's Children. In a way, not really any other tabletop paint I found does as well. Also, Sigvald Burgundy is just a nice color, don't we think? Working on the pile of shame this last week. What have you been able to get done, though? I have only glanced at the art channel in Discord. Are you happy with your progress? I should do more painting, honestly. Sometimes it's hard to keep up a steady workflow because life, just life gets in the way sometimes. But yeah. I chose this color because I was like, well, actually, it's a good color for, like, if I want to imitate Fulgrim's cloak and color scheme. And I was like, you know what? It would be cool to have, like, a mini Fulgrim pre-corruption as the leader. Like, someone that has a really cool resemblance to him. So, yeah, that's what we've ended up doing for this guy. And it was an idea I kind of only really had this morning. I forget how nice Sigvald Burgundy is. It's a lot pinker than I remember it being, though. I thought it was a much deeper red before, but I think that's just because I'm painting a little bit thinner than I did before. My first time using this was actually on my word bearer, because I thought it was going to be like a nice, like, wine red kind of color. But everyone just said it was purple, and that's because I painted. Then I looked at it again when they were on the tabletop, And that's because I didn't have good lighting back then. I had like a warm yellow light in my room, in my painting room, and I didn't have a lamp either. So I just had terrible lighting. And so I couldn't actually see what the color actually was. So yeah, I ended up stripping them down and repainting them. And I was never happy with that. I will give you a bean. Let me finish this cloak first, and then I will bean you, Pato. Do not fret. I am paying attention. All shall become a bean. I'm excited to play Darktide tomorrow. I can't wait to see what the roguelike mode is going to be like. Like, I never thought they'd do, like, a roguelike mode in the game, but I fucking love roguelikes, so... Yeah. It should be good. Should be good fun, I hope. But that's gonna be tomorrow's stream. Oh god, I went over the gold there. That's fine. I got most of it away. Red tints gold quite nicely. Okay. I think that's quite a nice color. Yeah. It looks really nice over this Vallejo silver. Okay, I'll do the other half of the cloak in a second. I will give you a bean first. Wait, there is another bean. What happened to the other bean? Oh my god. Ah, it was just there. Wait, oh. Wow. Comment. I will give you a plushie. Bean 1. Plush for fun guy. And plush for Comet. How you doing, Comet? Nice to see you again. I hope that you're having a lovely day. We shall give Comet the chimkin. I'm glad that you're well. We are making some progress on our Lord Excellent. Or Lord Exultant, or whatever people want to call him. I'm calling him the Lord Excellent because I just think it's a nice little nickname to give him. Okay. Okay. And then... we've got that top bit to do still. What? Exam tomorrow. Lost 1 week of exam prep because back pain in your hip area was painful. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Are you still in pain? Please do take rest, you know, if you need to. And you got to make sure you're taking care of yourself. But, you know, there's no need to stress. I'm sure you've done the work that you need to do for prep. So, and once it's over, there's nothing to worry about. You'll have done your best, right? And as long as you've done all you can, and that's all that matters. Is it an important exam? I never try and stress too much about stuff like that back when I was a student. Okay. I think that works quite nicely, honestly. Okay. Well, that's the Sigvald Burgundy done. I wonder if there's anything else I need to do. The pain is gone. You can take the exam next semester. Ooh. Are they gonna give you like... are they gonna like mark you down for that? Because if it's a uni exam, sometimes they would mark you down if you deferred. Or at least they would back in my day. Or they'd cap how much you could, you know, actually do. I'm gonna use the carbon black to edge highlight to recess shade this. Oh, I quite like this for recess shade. Flows really well. Very high contrast. You already started preparing for next semester? It's one failed try in today's time. Oh, that's better. That's better. God, when you say today's time, it makes me feel so old, but like... yeah, it was like over 10 years ago when I was at uni, which is crazy to think about, chat. I don't like to think about how old I am. But it's fine. I wonder if this recess shade is too strong, chat. It does feel very strong. But I kind of like that amount. I know what to do. I just get a little bit of water on the brush and just smooth it out a little bit. Yeah, we can just blend that out. Just a little bit of a wet brush. Just to make it just a little bit less harsh. I think it's less of an issue on this side, really. I want to just do a secondary wash into the recesses of the face here, of the head here. Okay. Okay. I think I know what I want to do next. I think I want to further dilute the green mix we've got until it's really thin. The reason for this is because I want to add it to the sword, but if it's as strong as it is right now, it'll be too powerful and it'll overpower the silver. I think I want to just further dilute it even more. We didn't have this problem last time. If anything, it felt like it was too weak last time. But I think this will work fine now. I wish things would just stay the way I want them to stay. Wow. That's too weak now. Try again. That's still too weak. I know. What if we just use this diluted mix? A less diluted mix. There might be too much green. That's okay though. Just gonna gradually smudge that off. It kind of works. It kind of works. Okay. So I'm thinking we just let that dry for a bit. You're constantly fatigued because you have to study, but also keep your parents' home clean and tidy. Do they not like... God, do they not, like, help you out with, like... Do you have to clean the whole house on your own? You know, you're not paid... Are you paid for that? Because, like, it seems like they're just using you like a free cleaner. Like... Because if you live together, it should be shared responsibility. They can't just put it all on the kid. Or on their kid. I mean, that's my opinion, at least. Oh, yes, I remember. I remember the Eldar. They looked really cool. I'm very happy. Like, Katachan, every time you post something, it's a good time. You get 300. Oh God, that's a lot. Okay, maybe. That feels like a job for doing that. But like, yeah, if it's a big house, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like you should ask for more if it's impacting your studies. They know it's impacting your studies. Because that's something you should let them know that, like, yeah, this is impacting your studies. Because it sounds like if that's what they're paying you, it shouldn't take any more than 5 hours to clean the whole house. Like when me and Pink do a big clean of the house, it only takes like an hour or two. But I don't know the kind of situation you live in. So like, if it's a bit, but you say it's a big house, so like, I don't know. I don't know. That sounds like a lot. The garden, oh god, and a garden, holy shit. I know that garden maintenance does take a really long time. I'm so sorry you have to do that. But yeah, I feel like you shouldn't have to do so much. It's a little bit thicker. Okay. Oh, were your parents fighting about it? Oh god. You know, have your parents not just considered hiring an actual cleaner? Because there's like, if they're spending that much money to pay you to clean. Hey Andy, it's good. We're working on the Lord Excellent today. Because all the people that voted for the Noise Marines weren't in chat to start with, at the start of the stream all. So yeah, I just decided, fuck it, we'll do a new poll. And then it tied between the Lord Excellent and the Stabby Boys, which you can see in the background. But yeah, it's going well, I think. We're making progress. We're making not an insignificant amount of progress. I love this jade green we've got from this blue green shade. It's very nice. It's a very nice green. But I think the time has come to start working on some of the gold. Oh god, I've just found a bit of purple I missed. The time has come to start working on the golds soon. I don't know if there's any bits I need to cover. I'm still not sure if this, like, yeah, no, it is a separate piece now that I look at it. Yeah, cool. Oh, and I also just forgot. I was going to do the little eyes on this little demon thing in green as well. That's okay if that's a bit messy, because that's going to get covered up soon anyway. We're making progress, though. I think we'll definitely get this guy finished tonight. He's going to be super fancy when we're done. Yeah. Okay, I think it's time to work on some gold. Cleaning service would cost way more. Oh, that's fair. I understand. Apparently cleaning has become the minimum effort since you tidied up the majority of the house, but it took months. God, I can imagine. Like, my dad was an absolute hoarder, so when I finally got convinced him to let me do a massive clear out, it was the biggest chore of my life, I think. And that's how parents be. I mean, I'm starting, like, being in my 30s, I'm starting to understand them a little bit. Because as you go through life, you kind of collect stuff without meaning to. And it's not, for some people, it's not super easy to let go. I find it not particularly hard because I don't value physical objects as much as I do people. Unless there's, like, a massive story behind it. Like... Or I use it a lot. Then it's, like, really important. Because, like, if I use something, then, you know, I want to keep it to use it. Anyway, I'm going to use some Aztec gold now. I think I'm going to start with the shoulder pad. I should probably use a couple of different golds.
Famulus de Populi just followed.
Welcome, welcome. Miss Amo, hi. Thank you so much for joining chat. And also, thank you so much for the follow. I hope that you have a lovely time in our community. Let me double check the name. Famulus. Welcome, welcome. So I'm thinking... I want to have a couple of different golds. So I'm thinking I'm going to use the Aztec gold for the trim in the armor. There's still some more purple. I keep finding bits that I didn't quite do perfectly. And I feel like being a bit of a perfectionist is like a must when you're painting the Emperor's Children. Because it's just very in character for like the kind of people they are. I also forgot a bit more of the jade green here that I was going to do on all the little tubes on his armor. Because like that's combat stims and shit. Welcome, welcome. You're new to the mini painting and you're like 5 units deep with your first Warhammer army. Hi, what did you end up choosing? 4 units. What did you end up choosing for your first army? Is it which series of Warhammer is it? Is it 40k or is it Age of Sigmar or is it the Old World? There's a lot of different things to start out with. It's very cool. It's always lovely to see new people in the hobby. No one pretty much stopped cleaning because of the fights and your parents. Oh. I'm sorry. That sounds really hard to deal with. See, I only lived in a single parent household, so I don't really remember too much about what parents fighting is like. Because, yeah. In my case, I think it was better this way because, like, my mum needed a lot of medical help for, like, mental illness and stuff. Anyway, enough about that, lol. 40k, you decided to start with Custodes, though you chose a more difficult paint scheme than the box art. That's fair. I feel like the standard traditional color scheme for Custodes is very, overdone. I tried to do my Custodes in chrome, but the chrome paint is very hard. Like, paint doesn't adhere to it when I was trying to do stuff over the top. So, I've kind of put my Custodes to the side. I should really work on them now. Did you start with the Combat Patrol? Because the Combat Patrol for Custodes is really good. Like, really, really good. Get this purple ink in between these tubes. You don't choose your parents. Yeah, no, I understand. I understand. You just gotta work with what you... We never choose our where we come from. We just work and do the best with what we've got. You know? I absolutely understand. Okay. Oh god, I keep finding little bits. Just tiny little bits where I've missed. I'm getting annoyed with myself. But I'm very glad I've been able to, like, get the perfect amount of purple, pretty much. From the mixture. Because I had to mix this purple myself. And it's like... It's just nice that it's just the right amount. I think I made too much the last time I painted for what I actually ended up doing. Okay. I'd like to dry brush a little bit of silver on this on the thing. It's ended up a bit darker than I thought it would. Just a little dry brush. I'm not highlighting each individual bit because that's just going to be forever. May have gone overboard. You got the 2-for-1 deal on the new combat patrol and found 2 of the old combat oh god. That's a lot of miniatures. I know it gets very exciting when you start Warhammer, and it's very easy to end up buying overspending, but the new Combat Patrol is really good. The old Combat Patrol is really good. I think most of the Custodes units are generally quite usable, so hopefully there won't be any mispurchases. And it's still a relatively new faction to 40k, so I don't imagine anything will end up going away or out of service in the near future. And I keep finding bits. Okay, am I ready to move on to metallics? Am I actually finally ready to move on to metallics? I think I might be. Yeah, I think I am. Let's start working. We're going to work on the shoulder pad trim first. And the power pack. And then we'll do some other bits. Now I'm thinking I might want to use a couple of different golds on this guy. So we've got quite a slightly colder, bright thing. So I'm thinking we should go for a warmer, darker thing for the bits that aren't necessarily integrated into his armor. But I don't want to necessarily use too many different paints, because then it just becomes a bit messy. The only thing that might get retired is the Sagittarium, because you snagged their upgrades through on eBay since you have more gold than you need. Oh. I mean, you can build them. The Custodes are a dual build kit, right? You can also build them as Wardens. And Wardens are really good. I only have Wardens. I haven't actually built any Custodes. But I think Custodes are probably going to be my, like, 11th edition army that I focus on them. Then again, I say this, like, Emperor's Children aren't going to be my main army for ages, because I love them. They are my insecure perfectionist people that try way too hard and fuck it up, which make, and they're just very relatable. Like, I like them. They feel very, they're the most human of all the Space Marine chapters, I think. Legions, I think. Even if they are really fucked up in a lot of ways. Also, their characters are funny. Oh, they're not dual build. I thought I mixed that. I must have mixed the kit up. Huh. Okay. Your dad starts yelling when he has no space, when he wants to have space. Just a bit of anger. Oh god. Have your parents ever thought of going to therapy? You're loving seeing the paint schemes people are doing for Emperor's character. The box art just didn't do. Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of different approaches to the Emperor's Children. And by their nature, they're just very much all about individualism and self-expression. So, I mean, there's some people on Reddit who have painted some really, like, absolutely amazing stuff. And some people who have made things that are absolute eyesores to look at. Not like as in they're bad paint jobs, but just the colors and the colors they've used. There's so many, it almost hurts to look at. And that's very also on brand for Emperor's Children. Because they're all about the excessive sensation. So what got you into into Warhammer in the first place? What got you to join the cult of plastic crack? This is no combination of plastic and cardboard crack. Oh. I'm sorry your parents fight so much. It's a hard kind of situation to deal with. Are you okay though? Do you have the support and stuff you need? Grumpler was already a hobby of mine beforehand. And your best friend bought me a Combat Patrol box of orcs because he knew they'd be my favorite. Lol, nice. You are emotionally unavailable. Oh. Oh dear. I understand. I understand. I'm sorry that you have to live that way. Maybe things will change in the future. Maybe you'll have a situation that's a lot easier for you to maintain. Everyone deserves a home where they can just feel, where they can relax and be safe in, you know? And have some peace. Home should be the most peaceful place in your life. And it's just sad to me that like not everyone has that opportunity. But then again, until Pink moved in, I lived on my own, and while you have a lot of peace and calm and quiet, it's that's its own kind of hell. And no, I do not recommend living on your own. It's on one hand, you have a lot of freedom. On the other, everything is very stressful. I was going to start with the shoulder pads. I don't know why I ended up doing the trim on the armor. I literally told myself I'm going to start with the shoulder pads. And then immediately starts to paint something completely different. Doing this little bit of trim. Okay. I mean, learning conflict control is a very important skill, especially like there's sometimes really there are sometimes work applications where it can come in useful. You can't seem to get started on that Death Company Brutalis. Maybe you should finish that Sanguinor. I mean, I personally like to see things finished before I start something else. I say with like my half-finished Noise Marines in the background while I paint something new. Don't be like me, chat. Don't start many things at once, because then you'll never finish anything. Wow. Just focus on one squad at a time. Or character. Okay. Okay. One. We're just gonna go around the back. There's this little bit of trim here that's tucked under the cabling. I need to do this side of it as well. Really liking the colours here. No one's bullying the entire school. Oh. Yeah, no, I know what that's like. Yeah, finish the Sanguinor. It was looking so good when the last time you posted it. It was looking so good. What? Oh god, I found more purple I didn't paint. Fuck. Oh, that's really annoying. Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. I'm sure there's some other bits I'm gonna have to go over later anyway. So if I mix up another small batch of purple, it should be fine, right? Yeah, Lucius looks like terrifying. Like genuinely, I think Lucius is like the best, like the single most powerful unit in in the Emperor's Children. I think Noise Marines are okay, but only if you have like I think they're only good if you have the Lord Cacophonist with them, because I don't think they do that much in terms of damage without the sustained hits buff, and also the ability to do mortals on the Battle Shock thing. So I'm going to try and kitbash some extra... I'm going to try and kitbash the Lord Cacophonist out of some leftover bits I've got from the box. That's my plan, at least. I'm thinking finish some Noise Marines, and then when I've got 3 squads, I'll start kitbashing characters. That was worse, but the light stuff. Yeah. I get you. My day's been okay. We had the landlord send someone, an estate agent, over because they're looking at valuing the house and shit. That probably means they're going to put my rent up. But I can't move for a little while, I don't think. Unless me and Pink are able to get a house deposit. Like, which is what the main thing of what the subathon is for. But like, yeah. But I don't think they're going to want to move. We need to move. But I think my issue is that, yeah, no, I just had to deal with some financial stuff a couple of years ago, and it's like, it's on my credit record, so like it's hard to like rent a place because they do a credit check on stuff now. God, I remember back in the day when you wanted to rent a house, it was just like, oh yeah, just you know, show us that you have a job and, you know, give us some references from previous places you lived. And now it's a little bit different. Back in olden days, lol. I wonder if I should do this with a darker gold. I'll probably go over this with a darker gold. I quite like the face, though. I think it's turned out okay. Better than I expected it to, in all honesty. I'm going to paint this whole bit gold, because it looks like it should be gold. Just because it looks like it's part of this front colliery bit here. We still have to do the pauldrons trim. But yeah, I recorded another chapter for the audio thing for the book reading. I'm hopefully going to have it prepped so that we can do publish a couple of chapters while I'm doing the subathon. Is my goal. I just think that'll be nice, you know. I know Callus has been waiting a while for Caiaphas Cain, and I've been procrastinating on doing it, but it's been really nice getting to get back into doing book readings. And Caiaphas Cain is just a very fun character to read as well. What else have I been up to today? Yeah, not much really. I had a nap. Oh, I spent a bit of time preparing these models. That was something else I did. I was prepping all of the infractors and the Lord Exultant to paint, because I was going to paint them either on stream or off stream. So I'm glad that the vote was tied to just let me paint them today, because I've been wanting to do the Lord Exultant for a little while, in all honesty, just because he's a very cool model. He's just a very cool model, and I like him. I just like him. He's a cool model, and yeah, he's very fun to paint. Honestly, I think he's the best model in the entire Emperor's Children range at the minute. I think he's the coolest looking one, and he's got a lot of options for how you want to assemble him as well, which is always a nice thing. Always. I think I need to go over and do some more Black Legion on some bits. I should really finish this gold trim first. Let's do the power pack. How do I want to do? I want to do the wings in a different color. I don't think it would be a bad shout to do the wings in a different color because it looks like it's a separate part. Actually, but on the back it doesn't. It all looks like it's one thing. So I don't know, chat. I don't know. I wanted to go with the classic Emperor's Children emblem on this guy because I want him to feel like he's like an old school legionary. Rather than one of the thin bloods, as they call them, for like newer recruits. Landlord asks, you got a reference from previous places and you hit him with the, yeah, your mum's house, lol. No! God, you can't just say that, Metal. It would be funny, though. And this is another reason why I think I'd quite like just buying a place for me and Pink. Because, like, we don't have to, like, worry about that shit. We have our own home. And, yeah, if something goes wrong with it, it's on us to, like, sort out. But, like... yeah. I'm kind of hungry. Why am I hungry? I literally had dinner right before the start of the stream as well. It wasn't a small dinner as well. Pink didn't like it, so like she gave me her bit and said she would make something for herself later. We had like stir fry. It was really nice. Actually, no, it wasn't the nicest stir fry we've made. But it was okay. I don't think it was bad. I think I want to do these little cables. In gold as well. Just while I'm here. Okay. Last bit here. Are you guys actually seeing what I'm doing? I feel like I sometimes forget where to hold it. I have no clue how to play this game. What are you playing? What are you playing? The Mass Effect. I remember you talking about starting Mass Effect before. Okay, I'll do the other bits of trim on that in a different color. I kind of want to try and differentiate bits that are on the armor to just random bits of equipment that he has when it comes to the golds. Like how he's got this little gem on his, like this little jewel bit. That's not, is that part of the, that is part of the armor. Okay, well that makes that easy. Okay. Paint the inside of the shoulder. And then... Okay. And now we do the other bit of shoulder trim on the other side. Oh. That's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Satisfactory. You forgot you had it. I've never played Satisfactory. I've seen people play it. I feel like it's not. I mean, there's a bit of me that thinks it looks cool, but then there's another bit of me that thinks, no. No, I am small brain. Whereas this is big brain. Lol. Ah. Wait, hang on. Okay. Do this little broachy broach. Oh, you know what I quite like about the Emperor's Children army? Is that you can kind of just use the rules to represent like any kind of like Slaanesh war band. It doesn't have to necessarily be Emperor's Children. Unless like you're like me and that's exactly what you want to play as. But like there's nothing that says they have to be like specifically Emperor's Children in terms of like how they work, because they're all split off into their own war bands these days anyway. That may be idle. I really need to actually read the lore section for the Emperor's Children at some point. I've not done it yet. I really need to. Okay, what am I doing? Okay. But I love the contrast between Sigvald Burgundy and the Jade we've got going on. It looks really nice to me. I just realized I'm painting like something that isn't even going to be seen by anyone anywhere. I don't know what. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think we're almost done with the sub-assembly painting phase. We just need to do a couple of more bits of gold here and there. And tidy up some silvers. But I'm thinking these bits of gold I want to be in a different color. Do I want them to be in a different color? These bits maybe should stay in the same color, but not the chain. These little bits here. These can be the normal color because they attach onto the armor. And then, do I want a brighter? Which gold do I want to go with? Golden armor. There's another gold. There's another gold I was thinking of using. Huh. This is a hard choice. I think I want to go with golden armor for like the weapon bits. Like the hilt bit here. And the little stabby bit down there. So I think that's what I'm going to use as my next main gold. It's very warm and a lot darker than the rest, which I think will contrast really well with like bits like the green. It's almost got a kind of copperish quality to it. I think it's important to like differentiate a little bit, you know, between different like bits. What do you think, chat? I think it's different enough to the other golds to stand out, but I'm not so sure. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. We've made our bed. We're just gonna lie in it. We're just gonna correct it later, and that's fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna have to cope and see. I mean, I could just go over this with the gold we used before. I don't know, chat. No, I'm not feeling this gold. I'm not feeling this gold. It's fine, we'll just cover it up with something else. Let me have a look at my other golds. No, this looks the same, but even worse. Yeah, I don't think I like these darker golds. Not with this scheme. I think I just need to stick with the one color. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna stick with the one color, chat. Old reliable Aztec gold. Because it just works. It just works. And I'd rather use something I know is going to work and I'm already happy with than muddy up the color scheme by introducing new elements that I don't individually like. Because ultimately a model is only going to be as good as the sum of its parts, right? I'm just gonna go over there, do this, and do the other side of the handle, which is this bit here. Oh god, now we have to do all the studs on this bit of leather. God. Need to go over the leather with another coat of black later. Should use a smaller brush for this bit, really. But while I'm using the big brush, I should just use it for this bit here. Using all reliable is important. It really is. It's just a good paint. It's a good color, and I like the other paints normally, just not here, you know? I don't know why that is. I think it's just because I don't think they look as good next to the purple. And I suppose limiting the palette, the color palette, is also just going to make this nice and quick. chain here. Okay, I'm going to do the scale in gold as well. Random bit of scale mail. It serves no practical purpose. Wait, it's that. Ah. Soon we'll do an initial assembly. And then we'll just be basically correcting mistakes here and there. And then we'll move on to, like, I don't know. Maybe seeing if we can push stuff further. But I kind of like keeping it simple. I think the pre-shading we did earlier before stream is really paying off as well. Is there anywhere else I think gold needs to be? Oh yeah, I was in the middle of doing the studs on this guy's fucking bullshit. Tiny, like, all of the bazillion of them that there are. I don't really want to do them, but there's so many and they need to be done. If I don't do them, it's gonna look terrible. Okay, little ring here. Okay, I think, oh, hang on. I almost forgot the most important detail, chat. The nipple ring, the most important detail. Sanguinary God, be jealous. Lol. I still can't believe they gave him a nipple ring on the armor. So many studs, I know, right? Hey, Small. Oh. The silent urges. I will fix my spine and do a hydrate and give you a bean. One momento. Look, Small, can you not see? His armor has a nipple ring. How you doing, Small? Let me just... I feel like I really like focused in and ignored chat for a bit there. I didn't mean to. I really didn't mean to. Please remember to use the bonk alert if I'm missing stuff in chat. I just end up like focusing on what I'm doing when I paint. Sickness is mostly gone. Waiting for voice to return. Oh, I'm glad you're starting to feel better, Small. I'm sorry you've been sick so long. Okay. Well, Let's dry fit everything together and see what we need to do. God, he looks fancy as fuck. Okay. What happened to the brother? There it is. Oh no, I went over. That's fine. I got rid of it. Cool. I don't know why I put so much paint on there. I'm literally about to cover that up with a head. Okay. 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 Let's... Oh god, that bit won't come off. Come on. Stupid paperclip, come on. I just painted the shoulder pad. I don't want to break it. There we go. There's a little bit of excess super glue from that paperclip though. That's fine. I've got a little bit of purple I missed. Okay. Where's my modeling cement? Where is it? I know it's here. There it is. It's right in front of my face, chat. Right in front of my face. Too close. Okay. So now we do this bit. Okay, and now we just have to do that, do that. And then it's just the tiniest dab here. Come on, stick in properly. God. That's meant to be on the shoulder pad. Where is it? Is it meant to be on the shoulder pad, or is it meant to be on... Okay, and then the last thing... Well, last two things. We've got the backpack. Which should be relatively simple to fit. No! God, this is the worst bit about this whole sub-assembly thing. Trying to get everything actually put together. Oh, for fuck's sake. Oh my god. Stay. 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 Stay! God. This is awful, chat. Actually the worst. Actually the worst bit about this whole thing. Can I just leave this to dry first? I probably should. I should probably just leave that, because that's all fitted correctly. Okay, and now we just do his little face. Oh god, come on, just... But I'm gonna have to go over bits. What do we think, chat? I think he looks the part. Hang on, he's out of focus. Let me get him back into focus. He's like a mini Fulgrim. That was always the goal. I mean, still not finished, but like, we got most of it done. We got most of it done. The perfect son. Yes. He truly is the Emperor's child. Now I need to get this fucking power pack on. God. I need to do it without messing it up again. There's a couple of things I need to go over again. There's some bits of the purple. There's some bits of the cape. I really need it to the glue. I really need it to like actually solidify though. This cement usually dries very quickly, but not today it would seem. Not today. It just got such a small connection point to like the other arm. Like I think in general it's fine getting onto here and attaching there, but like it needs to dry on both sides. That's not quite right on this side. There. Now I just need it to dry in that position. Of course it's not perfect because this side is fucking falling off. God, I hate this. Actually hate this. Maybe I shouldn't have sub-assembly painted this guy, but I feel like it would have been a lot harder to not sub-assembly paint this guy. I also don't like that all this glue and shit has damaged some of the paint I've done earlier. God, that's annoying. And he's just not holding together. Oh, I think I understand this now. So this, I think, is just meant to attach onto the to this pauldron on the outside. Which is why I initially thought, but it didn't seem like it wanted to go that way. Okay, I'm gonna leave that for a couple of minutes. I really, King Grizz, I really like the new minis. They're really easy to build. They're really fun to build. There's a lot you can do with them. The Infractors and Tormentors come with just an absolute ton of new stuff that you can play around with for kit bashing. I love the Lord Exultant mini. He's just a good time. And I love that, like, it's everything I wanted. Like, I've wanted, like, the Emperor's Children to be their own faction since I was a kid. Like, I loved them. I loved the Noise Marines. I loved the whole concept of perfectionists who are just insecure and trying their best and seeking extremes to accomplish that, and then it all just goes wrong. Because that's who the Emperor's Children are at their core. And it's very human. And I'm very happy with what we've gotten, finally. Red! Hello. Okay, I'm going to leave that to dry and grab a snack very quickly. There's not really much else to do on this until it's dried, because I don't want to risk it coming apart again. I could work on something else, but again, he's on the stand, and I don't want to risk it. I also know that I don't have that much sign. Lord Excellent. Yes, the Lord Exultant. I'm really happy with how he's turning out. Not finished, but we're getting there. We're getting there. But I wish I had a better camera. Like, it doesn't look nearly as good on camera as it does, like, in real. He's the only guy who's going to have this burgundy kind of cloak kind of thing going on. Because I want him to really stand out. Can I turn the light up a little bit on this guy? I think I can. He's very shiny, though. Okay. I'm going to be back in a second. I'm just going to grab a little snack for myself. I am back. I am back. You're losing your sanity on the Sanguinor. You rushed him, and now you have to clean it up. Oh god. Oh god. It didn't look rushed when I saw it. Oh, you cleaned up your first Space Marine that you did in the store. Doesn't look like completion. I mean, I bet it looks better than I bet it looks better than me. I mean, than my first Marine. My first Marine was awful. Awful. I still have it. This is why the Emperor's Children will defeat the Blood Angels every time we stole their nipples, chat. I'm not 100% sure. Like, I know there's some bits I need to tidy. I think I want to do some highlighting on some
Wilhelm
bits.
_Hyatt just followed.
A lot of bits I need to tidy. Oh, for fuck's sake. And this fucking back bit of the cloak just doesn't want to stay. Stay, you stupid thing. Just stay. Just stay. I demand that you behave. I know that's not what the Emperor's children do, but I demand it. I literally own you. Usually this stuff dries a lot faster than this one is. Because it's like the Tamiya modeling cement. Usually you just hold it for a few seconds and then it's basically done. But here it's like nothing is adhering. That's starting to do the thing. Yeah, these bits are kind of mostly there. The front is fine. The power pack is a little bit loose still. And somehow it's twisted, so it's melted the bit. I wish there was just more for this to latch onto, you know? But it only really has this like one notch here, and I don't know if there's something like there's nothing I can see under the arm, on the arm where it's meant to attach. What is that? Oh, that's the other tassel. Okay, that's starting to feel, yeah. Oh, is that meant to attach like that? Okay. No, that's not right. It goes under the shoulder pad, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna hold this like this for like 10 minutes, and it's hopefully going to dry and set. It's just Sigvald Burgundy over the same silver pre-shade nonsense I did for the purple. I'm pretty happy with how it's turned out. Like, Sigvald Burgundy is such a good paint sometimes. Other times it just doesn't look quite how I expected it to. Well, I'm happy with the level of pink and purple. Usually Sigvald Burgundy I don't think looks quite like this. I think the metallic paint then underneath has helped. But I used the same paint on my word bearers and it didn't quite look like this. Okay, that's looking... You stay. There's a little bit of me that feels like I want like elastic bands or something just to wrap around the whole thing. The same paint I used on the handle for the spear, honestly. I think it works. I just have to hope nothing bad happens to it. That no cat comes along and disrupts the area. I'm gonna try and get a bit more of a glimmer on these gems at some point. There's a lot I need to do to make this the standard I want it to be. I don't think he's going to be... I'm going to try and do this guy as a display quality model, but I am going to try and make him better than he is. I want this character... I want this model to be, like, the best I can do for the Emperor's Children. I'm probably not going to paint... I'm almost certainly not going to put nearly as much effort into the rest of the army. Because, like, he's the boss. Therefore, he needs to look the best, right? That's how it works, right? He looks regal with the head. That's kind of what I was going for. I wanted him to look like a mini Fulgrim. And I think I've successfully pulled that off. He feels very Heresy era. But, like, chaosified. Which is the whole kind of look I want to go for. I want to try and go for, I think, the third millennial, you know, Eidolon's guys. Because I love Eidolon as a character. He's such a little bastard. But, like, I read him in his soul. I have not read anywhere else Eidolon's appeared. But in his solo novel, The Warhammer, which came out last year, I just thought he was a really fun character. And he knows his stuff. He's like the best of the bad bunch that is the corrupted Emperor's children. Did I know that kiwi birds are related to cassowaries? What's a cassowary? I don't know what that is. I'm just going to keep an eye on this. Chat, I don't actually know what more I can do tonight. I kind of feel like I just want to let him dry before I do anything else, and we'll finish him next week. Ostriches with big knives for feet. Oh no. I just don't know that there's anything more. Eidolon using a big ass hammer in a legion of duelists. And somehow becoming first captain is very funny. Wait.
See what you got. Ooh.
Punk has come to observe.
Oh, that's so cool. That fucking pole-on is really pretty.
He's not finished. There's a lot of mistakes on it I need to fix.
Wait, is this Fulgrim?
No.
Oh.
But I made him look like Fulgrim.
I was gonna say, that looks so cool.
I specifically wanted him to look like a miniature Fulgrim.
Hi, chat. You're a dingus metal. Fuck you.
Fucked up death birds. Oh god, so they're like Elden Ring bosses. Holy shit.
That's pretty.
Okay. I don't think there's any more I'm gonna do because I've like glued them together and I think he needs to dry. Bonk the punk.
No bonk the punk.
Get bonked.
Hi, chat though.
I have officially bonked the punk, chap. How do you feel?
You don't remember tonight.
I don't think there's anything more I can do to this until he dries, and I don't know how long it's going to take. Usually it's quite quick, but I've been literally spent the past 10-15 minutes waiting for him to dry, and it's like every time I touch him, it comes off, and I'm just like, no. The British bonk. Maybe later if she's good. Hi. Who can I raid into? Do I know anyone who's painting some Warhammers? Yeah, I don't know anyone who's doing like a chill art streams. Miss Agnius. I don't think I'm familiar with them. I'm always happy to find new people. Yeah. Oh, I know him. Yeah, I think we raided into him like a couple of weeks ago. He's a good bean. An early paint stream. Yeah, it's mostly because I don't really want to... I have work tomorrow and I don't have anything more I can really do. I need to wait for him to dry. There's more I want to do, but I need him to dry first before I can do anything. Which is the main problem. As always, chat, thank you so much for choosing to hang out and spend time with us. Tomorrow we are going to be playing Darktide. Just spend 30 minutes fighting a squid. What do you mean? Yeah, I mean, I do want to do more, but I don't want to sit here waiting for it to dry for like half an hour and then actually do stuff and then like not be able to finish. When like I know the next stage is going to be tidying up, trying to push highlights, trying to push shadow, all that fun stuff. But yeah, I love you all. I will see you. I'll see you tomorrow. We're going to be playing Darktide. Darktide with chat. We'll have Twitch drops on as well, so that should be fun. In Wilds, the squid. Oh. But we can do that off stream, lol. As always, I love you all. Dies.
He knows how to work with Radish.